Hi everyone, in this session we are going to learn about the new chapter that is synthetic fibers and plastics. Let us start with the first, that is synthetic fibers. Student, we wear clothes made up of different type of fabrics, okay? And in lower classes, in class 6 and 7, already you had studied the entire chapter fiber to fabric. I hope you remember that one. So all fabrics are made up of different type of fibers. So what is fiber? Fiber is a strong and flexible thread-like material which is used to make a fabric, right? So fibers, they are used to make not only fabrics but several other household items like rope and nets. Okay, now let us once again revise what are the different types of fibers. As you all know, because you have studied this earlier as well, that we are having two type of fibers. First one is the natural fibers and then man-made fibers. And students, synthetic fibers are man-made fibers. Okay, so let us start with the first fiber, that is natural fibers. As you know that the fibers can be obtained from plants and animals, okay, like cotton fiber obtained from what? Cotton plant. Jute fiber, it obtained from jute plant. Linen fiber made up of the stalks of flax plant. So all of these are the plant products, okay? So that's why these fibers are obtained from plants and they are called as natural fibers. Now come to the fibers which we obtain from animals, like wool. You all know that it is obtained from sheep, and silk, it is obtained from cocoons of silkworms. So they are the example of what? Animal fibers, okay? And together plant fibers and animal fibers, they are considered to be natural fibers. Now the next one is synthetic fiber. Fibers obtained through different chemical processes in the industries, they are known as human made fibers, or we can say that synthetic fibers. Okay, so synthetic fibers, they are prepared using the raw material, and generally the raw material means from initially from where we get or from where we made this fiber, that is called the raw material. So raw materials of petroleum, okay, and originally it is called as petrochemical. So generally we can say that synthetic fibers, okay, they are made from the origin, and that is called petrochemicals. Okay, and now let us know few examples of synthetic fibers. They are rayon, nylon, terylene, etc. And in this chapter, student, we will learn more about synthetic fibers. What are they, how they prepared, what are the characteristics of synthetic fiber, and what are the uses. Okay, so before going to start all the synthetic fiber, first of all I want to tell you that what are polymers. Okay, so here polymers, the word polymers, it comes from two Greek words. First one, poly here means many, okay, and mer means repeating unit. That means many units are repeating again and again, the same units are repeating again and again, that is polymer. Now let us know polymer in detail. Student, a synthetic fiber is a chain of smaller unit, okay, and these small unit, like suppose if you are having a necklace and the necklace is having small beads, so all together the beads are joining end to end to form a entire chain of necklace. Okay, so in the same way a synthetic fiber is a chain of smaller unit which are joined together, and each small unit is a chemical substance and we call it as a monomers. Okay, and many such units, or we can say that many such monomers, they join together to form a large unit, and that we called as polymers. Okay, let us now revise once again what is polymer, monomers, and what is polymer. So what is monomer? A monomer is a small molecule which can combine together end to end in a large numbers, okay, to form a large unit called polymers, okay. And what is polymer? A polymer is a large unit formed by the combination of large number of smaller molecules, which we call monomers, and they are joined end to end by a chemical bonds, okay. After this, we should know what is polymerization. Polymerization is a process of joining together a large number of smaller molecules to form a very large molecule, which is polymer, okay. Look at the picture carefully. I hope with the help of picture you are able to understand. See the monomers. Monomers are the individual smaller units. You can say that in the you can see the same in the picture, okay. So these smaller molecules, they join, they combine end to end, and they are forming a chain. So this chain, the large unit, and they are combining in a large number, okay, and they form a long chain. So this long chain is called as polymer, and the conversion of monomers to polymer is called as polymerization, okay. And student, it does not take place only in synthetic fibers, okay. Let us know the case of natural fiber as well. As we know natural fiber, let us look at the example of cotton fiber, okay. So natural fiber are also polymers. Cotton fiber is the polymer of cellulose. Do you remember in last year the chapter nutrition in plants, you know that we are having three forms of carbohydrate, and out of three forms of carbohydrate, the simplest form of carbohydrate is glucose, okay. Although starch and cellulose, they are the complex form. And look at the diagram carefully. Smaller molecule of glucose, okay, they are joining together. So they are the monomers, okay. They are joining together by the process of polymerization. They convert into the complex that is cellulose, okay. And we can say that cotton is made up of cellulose. So it takes place in natural fibers as well. Fine. Now how these monomers are arranged. So I just want to tell you that like monomers, what are the structure of monomers, okay. It can be arranged in two ways. The first way is the linear polymer. Linear means in a line. So look at the diagram carefully. The polymers in which monomers are linked in a linear arrangement, okay. So they are known as linear polymers. And the second one is cross-linked polymers. Cross-linked polymers, look at the picture carefully. That means the polymers in which monomers are cross-linked to each other. Are you able to see? They are cross-linked to each other, okay, vertically and horizontally in both the ways. So this is the two ways by which the polymers are arranged, okay. Now let us start with the types of synthetic fibers. Human made fabrics are called synthetic fiber, which we had already know. Let us start with the simple synthetic fiber, and this fiber is also called as semi-synthetic fiber. Let us know first what we are going to study in synthetic fiber, that is rayon, okay. So rayon, first of all we will see the preparation of the rayon, okay, how rayon prepared. So it is a synthetic fiber, and it is prepared from wood pulp, okay. Wood pulp, you know, wood pulp is cellulose only. So the wood pulp is dissolved in an alkaline solution and then passed through the tiny pores to convert them into the fibers, okay. After that, then they are again passed through the sulfuric acid so that the fibers become hard, okay. And these fibers are then spun into yarn, and then these yarn, you know, yarns are spun into what? Fabric, okay. So generally what happened, why they are called as semi-synthetic fibers, see the material, the raw material here is wood pulp. So you know wood pulp is a natural material, we get it from nature, from plant, okay, but it is made by human. And see the process, alkaline solution is required, acid is required, so it is made by the human. So that's why rayon is called as semi-synthetic fiber. Got it? Now student, it resembles generally it is also called as an artificial silk because it resembles silk in appearance, okay, and it is cheaper than silk and can be dyed easily in any color. And rayon is also known as regenerated fiber. Why it is regenerated or biodegradable? Because it is reformed from the original cellulose fibers, and it can absorb sweat and thus can be comfortably worn in summer. Generally silk, it is it is not easy or comfortable to wear silk during summertime, but rayon, as it is artificial silk and it is made up of cellulose, so it easily absorbs the sweat, so it is advisable to wear this silk, okay. Now come to the uses of rayon, where we are using rayon in our day-to-day life, okay, how it is helpful to us, that we will study now. Uses of rayon. So students, rayon is used in the textile industry for making fabrics. So the simple first use is that it is used to make a fabric. The second one is rayon is mixed with cotton, okay, and then it is used to make bed sheets, aprons and caps. Then rayon is mixed with wool to make a beautiful carpets, okay, durable carpets, we can say that. Rayon is used to manufacture tire cords, okay. Look at the picture, tire cords are made up of what? Rayon. And rayon is used to make bandages and lint for surgical dressing of the wounds, okay. So these are the general uses of rayon. I hope you are able to know what are polymers, monomers, then polymerization, what is the first synthetic, semi-synthetic fiber which we had discussed now. This is all for this sessions. I hope you are able to learn this. Thank you so much.